Hello, welcome to the Lanty Show. Today I'm coming on to do the energy reading for February of 2021. So we have some amazing energies that are coming forward this month, including the mermaids or MerBeings, unicorns, and Merlin. So that's some incredible energy that's stepping forward. So I'm excited to share what's coming up in regards to the moon cycles. Imbolc is coming up, and just actually today, probably the day that I'm posting this is Imbolc. So it is a very, very powerful month. We also have Valentine's Day in the month. So I hope you'll stay tuned in, whatever, and watching to see everything that is coming forward for the month. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Lilantia. I'm a psychic realm channeler and energy healer, and I work with the magical realms. I work with dragons, unicorns, mermaids, fairies, all the different magical beings. I work with galactic beings, ascended masters, lots of different energies, but I specialize in working with the magical aspects of things, basically. So all that I do is it's about coming back to yourself and recognizing and remembering who you really truly are. Now, that is actually a really big theme for February. It's always a theme to some degree, but it's a really big part of February. So, what I'm getting, well, let me first lay out the month and the energy that's coming forward. So, we have Imbolc coming up on February 1st, which is probably the day this is posted. So, that's on February 1st and 2nd. That's about new beginnings, fresh start, planting new seeds, setting new intentions, those kinds of things. Really, really important for the very beginning of February. I say we should do that every month, but February is definitely supporting that energy quite a lot. Now, on the, oops, I didn't go all the way to the beginning of my notes. I started right in the middle. Okay, so on February 11th, we have a new moon in Aquarius. So we have a very watery energy, very supportive of the emotional aspects of things. So we have the mermaids that are coming forward, along with the unicorns that are really supporting us through the process of moving through the energy that's coming up and opening our hearts. So what they're wanting to do is support you in opening up your heart, in healing any past trauma regarding your heart, really going deeper into things so that you're able to expand your heart space. Okay. So that is what's happening for the new moon in Aquarius on February 11th. After that, we have Valentine's Day. So the new moon is actually supporting the energy of Valentine's Day quite a lot. So even though Valentine's Day may be largely constructed by for making money, let's just put it that way, there's still the energy there. The energy is still there. It's still a very powerful time in regards to anything related to the heart, romance, but it can also be self-love and connection to self. So that's really the energy that we're working with in the beginning of the month. Well, we have the very beginning with Imbolc. Then we have the new moon in Aquarius on Valentine's Day. And then we're moving into the full moon in Virgo. So we have Earth energy on the 27th, so the very end of the month. So we actually have some big energy in both, obviously because of moon cycles, but it's supporting things that may seem very different from each other, but are actually very, very connected. So at the beginning of the month, we're focusing a lot. I would say that the new beginning energy carries through the whole month. We've been in the new beginnings energy for the whole year. It's still the beginning of the year. I mean, this is only the second month, and January is all about new beginnings because it's the beginning of the year. But Imbolc has a different energy that is like really fresh, spring-like, feeling it as early spring, or early moving into spring, I guess. And so it's really that fresh energy. This is that time that you can begin the process of spring cleaning and spring cleaning within yourself. So yes, the energy in your home, really important to take care of, but also the energy within yourself. So when we're working with the energy of the new moon at the beginning of the month, it's going to be really important to set intentions for what you really want for yourself, what you want to move towards, what are these new beginnings for you, but also that healing heart, opening yourself up to love again, if maybe you have shut yourself down, or maybe you need to bring in a fresh energy in regards to love in your life, especially if you're already in a romantic relationship. And maybe you just need to change things up to really keep the energy fresh and heal anything that's kind of coming up between you two. Okay, so important to look at that, anything in regards to love and romance, but also looking at love within yourself, um, loving and accepting who you really truly are, and coming into like a deeper place within that, within yourself. So we have that the mermaid energy is very supportive in healing our emotional wounds and in empowerment. And at the end of the month, it's all about empowerment. So when we come into the full moon in Virgo, yes, it is an earthy energy. It's about balance and organization and forgiving yourself. Um, it's also about being grounded, empowered, and sovereign. And this is a big theme that's coming up. And we have Merlin that is stepping forward for this energy. And Merlin is stepping forward to help you through the whole month in being able to own your sovereignty, own your wisdom, own who you really truly are, and being empowered in that energy, like really showing yourself in that energy, not just um, not just feeling it within yourself, although of course that needs to come first, but being able to show up in the world in that energy, presenting that to others and trusting in the process of that. Okay. So remembering that you are a king or queen of your own reality. You get to create what you want for yourself. You get to take charge of your life. Nobody else can do this for you. Only you can do it. You choose. Okay. So I'm not going to go over all of my notes. I have all of these notes for my membership group, Realms of Empowerment, because we're doing moon circles, we're doing ceremonies, we're doing channeling, we're going into this energy. It's absolutely amazing. So for the new moon in Aquarius, in the moon circle, we are going in and doing healing and activations, and we're just doing a journey with the mermaids, MerBeings, and the unicorns. Okay, so that is really amazing energy. And then later in the month, for the full moon circle, we are going in with Merlin, and Merlin is helping to move into that energy of empowerment and all of these things that I've talked about. He's really supporting that energy. Now we have that's for the moon circle. So or moon circles and realms of empowerment. If you want to check that out, the link is below. That is my minimal cost space to be able to connect with me, be able to have some support that it is a good stepping stone and to begin to work with me. Okay, so that is an option for you if you've been feeling called to work with me, but are not able to make a large investment. So you can check out that. But all of this energy, it is accessible, available to everybody. So you can choose to move into this energy on your own. You can choose, okay, on the new moon, I'm going to work with the MerBeings, and I'm going to work with the unicorns. I'm going to work on opening and healing my heart. I'm going to work on self-acceptance, and beginning the process of empowerment and feeling that empowerment within oneself. So with that beginning of the month energy, we have the heart space, and the end of the month energy, we have the solar plexus, and we're actually bringing them together so that you are empowered, but in your heart and not just in a I don't know, there's a connection between them, right? We want to have that connection of being empowered, but being in a place of love and connecting with others in through the heart and not just through this solar plexus energy. Okay, that is the balance between the two, but also a connection between the two. So it's really important to have that awareness in you. Okay, so the MerBeings are opening to love, caring for self, and healing the heart. There is an energy of forgiveness, and it also came forward for this month is learning how to self-soothe. So that was really interesting when they told me this energy of self-soothe, because that's a little bit different. Um, so I already talked a bit about in bulk and it being the new beginning, so important to clean out the old. It is a good time to make a wish. You could plant some seeds and make a wish. You can find your own ceremony for that experience. So towards the end of the month, but a little bit through the whole thing, but especially towards the end of the month when we're coming up on the full moon, it's important to look at what you want for yourself. So deciding something different for yourself. If something isn't working, what are you going to change? It's going from a gentle heart energy and into the solar plexus, but bringing them together. I already mentioned that. It's important to just recognize, these energies can feel very different from each other, but actually we want to marry them. We want to bring them together. Um, we're going to be working, we want to work with that energy of reclaiming your power, and deciding who you really are. Who do you really want to be? And that is an energy that we keep building. You have to wake up each day and choose that for yourself. So it's not just a one and done deal. Now, Merlin is going to help you, well, is wanting to help you to own your power and own your wisdom. It's like that, taking up your staff and standing tall and strong and firm in who you are, and nobody can rattle you. And what other people think, it doesn't matter. Now, we're also going to be wanting to recognize what our integrity is. We're working from the heart space here. So anybody who's not in integrity with you and with your truth and what is most important to you, then you have to decide if you're going to continue to allow that energy in your energy. What is your integrity? What is most important to you? And what is in alignment with your truths? Okay. So recognizing anything that needs to go that is in alignment with that. And all of this comes together at the end of the month when we begin to be more in a strong place within our heart and a strong place within our solar plexus, bringing them together to be able to express in an authentic way our power, our truth, our wisdom, and to bring forward what we are called to bring forward in a really authentic place. Now, with Virgo, we have a very grounding energy, a very bringing everything into balance. So this really works together, even though it doesn't seem like a solar plexus energy. It's bringing the heart and the solar plexus together. So keep that in mind, the importance of those two working together and not necessarily having to be separate. Although when we originally go into the energy, we're going to focus a lot on the heart space, the beginning of the month. So once that heart is feeling stronger and more able to receive and have balance within the heart, I should say give and receive, because it can go out of balance either way. But once this place is opened up in your heart, then you're going to be able to own that solar plexus energy. You're going to be able to express. Now, yes, I know we're bringing the throat chakra in here, but you're going to be able to express more from this place of love and compassion and understanding, yet you're going to be firm in your boundaries and what is acceptable, because you're going to know what is in integrity. You're going to know what is most important to you. You're going to know where you want to go with things, because if you are claiming who you are or who you are becoming, who you are choosing to be. Okay. So hopefully this makes sense to you. Um, this the mare being energy and unicorn energy. I haven't talked a lot about the unicorns. Unicorns are just helping with that heart space. I would say the mare beings, as far as the heart goes, seems to be taking front and center, because there is such a need for you to have more compassion for yourself. And sometimes it's easier to understand that compassion from a being that looks similar to us. If we look at a unicorn, we can feel that energy. They do have deep love and compassion, of course, and it's unconditional, but we can relate to the mirror beings a bit more. So sometimes it's easier to have that connection with them because it seems like they understand more, and they don't hold a judgment, right? So the ones that we're going to be working with, we're working with high integrity beings here. So they're not holding judgment. They're holding you where you are and helping you to expand into more of your true self, into healing these wounds that are keeping you from opening your heart to receive more love, from opening yourself up to understanding that you are amazing as you are, so you can love and accept your most authentic self. And what other people think, other people's judgments, not your responsibility. You just have to be your truest self that you can possibly be. Okay. And when Merlin begins to come in, then he's bringing in this energy of you are powerful. Shine your light as your most authentic self. Bring it forward, bring it into the world. Don't hide it. Don't retreat. Allow yourself to be seen and heard and just to be you, sharing from that heart-centered place, but also in an empowered space. Of course, everybody is at a different point on their journey. So maybe for you, it's less about bringing it outward. Maybe you need this whole month to sit with your heart and this energy of empowerment, but it's just within yourself and it's not yet ready to be brought forward. So you have to recognize that within yourself, how far you're meant to go with that this month. Maybe this is an energy that's carrying forward into March, okay? So don't feel like you need to rush yourself, but also don't hold yourself back. Don't restrict the energy. Don't keep yourself from moving forward because you're afraid of um, you're afraid of being judged. Okay, so if you're afraid of being judged, why are you afraid of being judged? Are you judging yourself? Are you believing that you're not worthy or you're not good enough or that you're not ready enough or whatever it is? It's important to recognize what it is for you so that you can move past that, because we have this incredible support from Merlin and from the MerBeings and the unicorns, and of course, all of your other guides, your regular guides, and whatever guides are showing up for you individually. Okay, so you have an incredible amount of support and love helping carry you forward. Now, remember, the universe is always supporting you. You are the creator, and the universe is supporting that creation. Yes, we co create with the universe, but you get to decide. Now, at the same time, yes, this could open a whole nother can of worms, because of course, yes, the universe may have a greater plan in mind that you don't have an awareness of. Yes, I know all of that. I'm not going to go into it, but I did want to say that in case somebody's like, well, wait a minute, whatever. I know, but you have to remember your power in the creation. Okay. So the heart chakra, the solar plexus chakra, I think that's pretty clear. When we're working with the energy of the new beginnings, I think it's really important for you to really connect with your heart and what you want in your life and what is your heart calling you to do or to be. Okay. There is a lot of energy around that connection to our higher self. I know in realms of empowerment, I'm going to be doing a journey to help you connect with your higher self, or a journey to connect with your higher self, holding that space for that. So that's something that's like a bonus that we're doing in that group for the month. But even if you're not in that group, recognizing that connection to your higher self is very, very important. And the more you can connect with your higher self, then the more you can be your most authentic self, because your higher self knows who you really truly are. So when you connect with your higher self, you see that empowered version of yourself, you can begin to embody that energy. Okay, so working with that energy, with your higher self, with Merlin, is going to propel you forward. It's like this. This is kind of how I see it, is we're creating a big, more solid foundation in February. It's going to carry you forward. It's going to help you gain momentum for the rest of the year to be in alignment. That doesn't mean that everything's going to be perfect the rest of the year. No, we're always growing and expanding, which means we're always healing through things or releasing the old. So whether you just say releasing the old or healing, it's the same thing. Okay, so as you release, then you make space for more expansion. That should always be happening. But this month of February feels very important for a strong foundation. So you don't want to rush through the heart healing. You want to commit to it. It's not just like, oh, it's the new moon, I'm going to do some heart healing work, and then you're done. No, I would encourage you to begin that heart healing work right now and carry this forward through the new moon, through at least a week after the new moon, staying in that energy, building that energy, really working through the stuff that's going on in your heart. Okay. And then you're going to be able to begin the process of strengthening your solar plexus. And that's that work with Merlin, although Merlin will be present for the whole month whenever you are ready to work with him. Okay, so this is that time to call on him and ask him to help you in recognizing who you really truly are, to take up your staff and own your self, own your energy, own your light, okay? Own your power. Okay, so hopefully this helps you understand the energy for the month, helps you in your moving forward. I know that I did things a little bit different this month. I didn't use any cards at all. There's just so much here. I mean, what was the point in pulling in some cards and just bringing in more? That would just get overwhelming. um, so yeah, I hope that you have a wonderful, amazing, incredible February, and I am sending you so much love, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.